Trying to beat life because I can't cheat death. All that shit, death, death, death. Man, this is horrible. I promise you, I really broke my whole ass touchscreen computer. And I'm paying for that shit every time I go live. Samsung, I fuck with y'all, but you've been throwing a monkey wrench in my shit. I don't know what these allergies is, but y'all got to bear with me. Let me get my utensils in order. We're gonna talk about a few things. A few things. What's up, Scott? What's up, Skylar? We're gonna talk about a few things. The biggest one, I want to get that out the way. So then after that, shit, hopefully somebody like Big Sky come up that ain't came up since last year and shit. Somebody like Enzo, never mind. I almost fooled myself like Enzo was about to come up. This live is going to be a wee bit different because I'm going to talk about somebody that I normally don't even talk about. It's stupid. From Tejas to Califas, he's a real black skin. Ooh, this gonna be this thing gonna burn nice, real nice. You stupid. Just can't go wrong with Tommy. Power Force, that shit is you can't go wrong. It's a little Tommy in all of us. There it is. Cali King, what's happening, man? I didn't put his name in the I didn't put his name in the title because it really doesn't matter to me whether he sees this or not. But 1090J, I don't. I might if he got a good one, I'll watch it. Hold on. Sometimes traffic pick up, but I really don't watch 1090J shit like that no more because I was all on the exploitation bandwagon. I was with all that. Like you exploiting black people. I was with all that shit, so I really stopped watching, or maybe he stopped putting shit out. Either way, I just became a not 1090J fan. But I'm also not a bully, and I'm not a fan of false shit being put on somebody. So allegedly, 1090J got beat up in 2014, funking with the Zoes. For those in California like we are, those are the Haitians. But here's where it get tricky. Get tricky because he wrote a grievance, and in the grievance that he wrote, he said "oh boy's" name. Instead of boy's name. Now, a lot of people that want to understand the prison life and all that shit, they want to understand. They actually be trying to understand and misinterpreting shit and putting more on things than it normally would have been. In California, we don't call it a grievance. We call it the 602. 602. That's an appeal. So the way that works is this. If you get in trouble, if you get a infraction, we're not talking about on the streets. We're talking about in prison because 1090J kind of got caught up in cross politics. People that don't know how it go, blending with people that do know how it go, and then it gets lost in translation. So in California, it works like this. Actually, let me just tell you this story real quick. It's none of this story right here. It's none of that. But when I was in the hole, I just dropped this video recently where I told y'all, Cali King, what's up? Mr. Muffin Man, John Man, what's happening, man? But I dropped a video where I was explaining what happened, what I was going through with Aaliyah, when Aaliyah died, and when 9/11 happened. Well, my celly at that time was Jimmy B from Valley High Piru. That nigga said, Valley High Piru. So me and him was cellies. And I can say, like when you have cellies, you get a chance to bond with a homie. Like, you don't forget the lessons that they taught you because the goal is really to leave a part of yourself with your celly. Like, y'all, this is y'all moment to bond. And and one thing that he left me with was the Title 15. The Title 15 is the book that's given to you to help you fight any state infractions, prison, jail infractions that are posed upon you. That nigga had that celly cell heat for your ass. All right, that in a minute. But anyhow, you are supposed to defend yourself at all costs. Fuck what the write-up saying. Who cares? Defend yourself because it's so. Let's look at this. I'm gonna give y'all an example. I took flight on a nigga. I took flight. The nigga throw me out, damn near throw me over the tier. All the shit. I took flight though. I fired on him first. I don't know if he had plans to fire on me when he got in the cell, but I fired on him first. So when I get to so I'm still on the yard for like a week, damn near 2 weeks. Next thing you know, the police, this shit funny as fuck. The police come to the cell, right? In 180 cell, you got two slats of windows in the door, and you got one to the side of the door. Because 180 cells are bigger. And all these videos that I done talked about before, what I didn't do is explain the difference between 270 and 180 cells. I never explained that. 180 cells are damn near double the size of a 270 cell. Like in a 180 cell, you and your celly can bust down at the same time. 270, you got a teeter totter. Teeter totter meaning like if we both doing burpees, you go down, come up, bam, and I go down, come up. But in a 180 cell, you and your celly can both bust down and get the burpee at the same time. So what's funny is this. I done already had to fight and all that shit. Damn it threw me over the tier. It was a mutual combat, as it should be. Nigga, I punched that nigga, he punched me back. Actually, I don't remember him punching me. I remember him grabbing me though and trying to end my career. That's what I remember, right? But they charged me. They came back 2 weeks later, right? The police come to the cell and say, "Yeah, Mister, yeah, you roll your property up. You're going to the hole." I'm like, "For what?" They're like, "Yeah. You're charged me to change to a battery on an inmate." Nigga, what? A battery on an inmate? That was a head up squabble. I just took off first. So they come back 2 weeks later, right? Tell me I'm going to the hole. The funny part is they say you got 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes when they left, I took the tobacco that we had, I rolled that shit up in some plastic, and I'm trying to get this shit right. When the police come back, I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm trying to shove this shit up my ass. And the police in the window like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I said, "I ain't doing shit. I'm taking a motherfucking shit. Why you looking at me? Why you looking at me the whole time? I'm trying to shove this shit because if I'm going to ass save, I'm going with a booty full of tobacco, period. I'm going with a booty full of tobacco." So when I get to the hole now, I done went from having a mutual combat write up, a 115 for mutual combat. Now it didn't change to a battery. Now I gotta fight my way about this shit. At first they was gonna let it be. The nigga that I took off on, he didn't change the write up. He accepted whatever it is what it is. Nigga from Dago, evil from old school Lincoln Park Bloods. Like Lincoln Park Paru is what it is now, but the old heads from Dago, Lincoln Park Bloods. If y'all didn't know, so he ain't tripping. He gonna fight. He gonna fight if he gotta fight. But guess what? I got the write up for the assault. He probably didn't even get a write up. They probably dismissed his write up and when they dismiss it, they ain't bringing it back. They dismissed his write up and charged me with battery. So now I gotta fight. So I gotta look in this Title 15 book, and find out how to defend myself against this charge. That's a 602. So, and y'all got to hear me. If y'all follow 1090J, I don't really follow him, but I'm just saying, just hear me out. When you write your 602, it has to look professional. Like you ain't gonna just write anything on a 602 and expect to win. The format that inmates use a 602, the format that they use to write this 602 is it comes from inmate lawyers that know how to word shit. So there's a format to this 602. So here's where 1090J gets twisted. Here's the twist. The twist is when you write your 602, you have to start it with, "On this day, this incident happened. See write up." And it's gonna have his name and everything. "On this day, this incident happened. See write up." But you have to put it how they put it first. So it's your opening. "On this day, this person, I had an altercation with this person, and this has happened, and this happened. The police say this happened." Bam, that's your opening. But after that, it's now this is what really happened. So it's that first part, that opening where you gotta really like copy and paste from your write up. You gotta copy and paste from your write up exactly what happened on this 602. If you got any plans on winning. Or you can go put a nigga 602 in and see how far that gets you. Or you can put a 602 in that sound like you know what you're talking about. So the crazy part or the funny part is that 1090 Jake was adamant on calling his homies live. Calling his homies live. BKA Bolo. Said, man, pull him up. Pull him up. Pull him up. The other dude, something 1, 2, 3 live, something shit. Pull him up. Pull him up. The first person he pulled up was like, yeah, man, he explained about an appeal process because it's a process. And I'm like, and I'm in the chats like, man, this is a 602. This is normal. This ain't foul business. You got to fight your way out because guess what? In my situation, evil, shit, he came out scot clean. They can't do nothing to him. He already done had it and gone. It's on me to fight my way up out this shit. It's on me. So a lot of people that have never been to prison, and he said it. Tonight Jay said it. A lot of people that have never been to prison don't quite understand the difference between appealing a write-up and a statement that you give to the detectives or in court. Like a lot of people don't understand it, so they're picking and picking apart and finding their way to a topic or condemning the white boy. What's popping, man? Is that Cougar for Sale on Facebook? I seen you in the pic. That shit clean. Man, come on, what's popping? Quit capping. You already know it's for sale. If you really wanted it, you would have got at me when you looked at me on Facebook. But we did though. Shit, that was a rough time when I really was selling it. Now, motherfucker, kind of okay, man. So shit, motherfucker come with the right price. They can take Dusty, but it got to be the right price. So anyhow, so that's where T90J get fucked up. He get fucked up because nobody is there to really interpretate the difference between a grievance and an appeal, or a grievance in Florida terms and 602 in Cali terms. It's the same way. You would be calling a whole lot of nigga snitches if you tried to deem. And when I say you, I'm talking about just the game. I'm really talking to the game right now. I can't talk to nobody in particular about this. So I gotta talk to the game. You cannot say that every nigga you would be erasing careers of half of the gangsters in California, maybe 3/4 of the gangsters left in California, if you tried to say you snitching because you wrote an appeal. Like how petty is we really getting with this shit? How petty is we really getting with this shit? I said for my car that shit clean out. It is. Hold on. Commercial break. All right, turn the music down. Oh, there we go. Commercial break. It's that cumbia. I got proof, dirt blood, a YT rap. Well, shit. You know what? First of all, you can't be talking about me. You must be talking about Jay because he is the blood. And I'm gonna say other cases that he's been involved in, I don't know nothing about. Like I don't know nothing about 1090 Jake's other case. And I wouldn't even begin to try to defend him. I wouldn't begin to try to defend him on a case that I don't know nothing about. Hell nah. Consider me that person that'll stand up for some real shit. But the minute it turns to some fake shit, I'm gonna be like, oops, no, I'm out, gone, real quick. So I don't know nothing about the other things, but I do know that if he being convicted or he's being labeled because of that grievance, that's not a fair ball. Like if that was court, that wouldn't stick. If that was inmate court, that wouldn't stick. Because here's the thing about politics. When it comes down to politics, the ones that enforce the politics on you is your own homeboys. And if your homeboys is not in agreement with what everybody else talking about, then it's going to be you and your homeboys against everybody else that's not in agreement. That's how it's supposed to go. But he wanted to bring on BKA Bolo. And that shit blew up in his face. I promise you, if you got the choice to bring up a particular person while you sitting here defending yourself, and you got the choice to bring up a particular person, you better know who the fuck you bringing up. Because when he brought BKA Bolo, whatever his name is, up, he said, "What happened?" Tonight, Jake got to talking. He was like, "Yeah, man." How you say, what you say in the grievance though? He was like, "Yeah, man, grievance ain't nothing but an appeal, man." He was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He was like, "But what you say in the grievance though?" Yeah, tonight, Jake said, "I said a motherfucker whoop de whoop whoop hit me in the head, and we can and next and in front of the police, and then the other inmates started fighting me." He said a couple other names. And he said, and then the police started beating their ass. The police beat inmate whoop de whoops and whoop de whoops ass. Like he did really like no, like he stuck up for them because they know inmates supposed to ever get their ass beat by a police ever, unless it's considered a fair one. Cause I didn't mess with gangster ass police that'll pop that door and try to holler at you about something shit. I turned down the fade. I turned down the fade with the police. Shit. And I ain't got no qualms because that police ended up being cool in the motherfucker. But I promise you, you got these cell warrior ass motherfuckers. And I just happened to be in the cell with a cell warrior. I was kind of young then. I didn't know no better. Y'all ever wonder, some of y'all people that heard me roast somebody and said, call them pink booty? We cool now, so don't bring that shit up. But pink booty, where I get that from? Emotional ass Sally was banging on the police out the door. "You punk motherfucking police, you punk mother pink booty motherfucker." Like he really went on him. Man, that motherfucker, and he was mad because the police had just got on the homies on the yard. Like they had a tussle at the canteen over some motherfucking beans and shit. And it turned into a tussle. And the homies end up going to the hole, but emotional Sally was so motherfucking turned up in his mind, he just figured he just gonna vent on anybody, and he vent on the police. Man, what you know, man, that police, and there's nobody out in the building. Everybody is supposed to be locked up because of this. What happened on the yard? Everybody's supposed to be in their cell, so there ain't nobody out. But all you hear is my celly wolfing out the cell. Man, what you know, that motherfucker, his name was Reader. His name was Reader, C.O. Reader. Man, that motherfucker said, "What cell is that?" "What cell is that?" My celly said, "110, motherfucker." That motherfucking police said, "Crack 110. Remember, I'm on my top bunk. I'm a youngster. I'm 18, 19. I'm just, I'm rolling with my celly. This motherfucking police said, "Crack 110. What you gonna do about it? I put on my gloves. Now looking back, like when niggas put on their gloves, that's like a sign of like a threat or a defense mechanism, or I don't know. It just seems to go hand in hand with pulling your pants up before you about to fight. That shit's retarded, ain't it? Nigga be like, "What you saying?" and pick his pants up. Like, "What you saying?" and posture up, lower his shoulders, pick his pants up. That shit kind of stupid, ain't it? Shit kind of stupid, nigga. As soon as you reach for your pants or your waist to pull your shit up, that's a sign of threat, nigga. Get off. Ding, ding, ding. Obviously, you ain't reaching. You just reaching to pull your pants up because they too low. Well, they gonna stay low by the time I'm done. I never understood that shit. But anyhow, so he cracked 110. Crack 110. He could say, "Come in the office." Me and my celly, the whole day room was watching. Oh my God, the whole day room. There was a dude from Fresno named Dangerous. This motherfucker, well, not Fresno, Seaside, named Dangerous. He was trying to get out the door because if we was gonna dust this police off, we gonna dust him off. We step in the office with the police. That motherfucker say, "What's up? What's up? I'll beat both of y'all asses right now." I'll beat both of you motherfuckers up right now. Let's go. Oh shit. In my mind, I don't know no better. I don't know no better because, like I say, I'm a youngster. I didn't got about a couple of stripes on this yard already, and I'm gonna follow my fucking celly to death. But when he say, "Come on, I'll take both of you motherfuckers," see what we didn't take into account was Miss Taylor in the tower. Miss Taylor in the tower, see, on top of these counselors' office, these staff offices, they got a window in the roof. So they can hand down like paperwork and hand shit up like that. So they got windows. Miss Taylor must have opened that window and cocked that mini 14 back like, "Give me a reason." I was so stupid. I'm stuck on this police like saying, "Shit, he giving us a free one." And from what emotional ass Sally taught me, like a free one means activation. So I'm trying to get around the table to this police. He snatched me by my shirt, pulled me back. He like, "Man, this bitch about to kill us. You don't see that?" I was like, "Oh, okay, okay." So we had to take the walk of shame back to our cell. Back to our cell. We turned it down with the police. There's a good chance, though. I promise you, there's probably a good chance that they would have shot us up in that office because that would have been too easy. Two niggas beating on the police, a white police, and even though Miss Taylor is black, how's she gonna justify two niggas beating up a police in the staff office on her watch while she in the tower? Yeah, that would have been. So I could sit here and talk that tough shit, but the reality is, I was too young to understand the bigger picture. So I don't count it as a black eye. That's a fight you can't win, Debo, for sure. But see, I didn't understand that though. I went through a lot of things in prison when in my first couple of years. I went through a lot of different scenarios that could have fucked me off, but God was on my side. I'm talking about, look, I'm gonna just give you two quick ones. One time, my emotional ass Sally, yeah, emotional ass Sally, this motherfucker want to yell at the police out the door because we didn't get no sheets. We didn't get sheets at Sheet Exchange. So my celly going crazy. The police come to the cell and caught my celly off guard. He said, "Step out. Y'all didn't get no sheets? Step out. Let me search your cell real quick." I was in my own zone writing a letter on the top bunk with my knife at the end of the bunk like a dumbass. Like, see, I know this now. I didn't know this then. When that police walked in the cell, flipped my mattress back, looked at that knife, rolled the mattress back, and stepped out the cell. He said, "I'm not searching your cell. I don't know what you got up in here." It was a brother too. Walked straight up out that cell. We seen that motherfucking turd and walked straight up out that cell. Another time, because of emotional ass Sally, that our cell is right next to the shower. Like right next to the shower. So it's nothing to pop your cell and pop the shower and tell you to get in that motherfucker. Is when they search your cell, they put you in the shower and shit. Dirt, did you read my Joe Dirt was the Latin King, him and girl Rob Jake, that's from Florida. Yeah, I promise you. Okay, I'll get back to that. Let me finish the story. So they tell emotional sellers, do not go to the yard. Do not go to the yard. Man, this motherfucker snuck to the yard. So I just happened. So I'm in the cell. I got a knife in one pocket and I got a lighter in the other pocket. But the knife is made with a lighter case with a stinger, a straightened stinger melted into the lighter case. So it's like a lighter too. So the police come to the cell, right? I figure they want to search the cell because emotional Sally went to the yard. So I dig in my pocket and I put the thing in my cheeks. They crack the door, bang, cause I'm banging. I'm going back on. You search my motherfucking cell? Fuck that. I'm going big on the police. So they open the door. I'm thinking I'm good because I didn't cheat till you feel me. So I step into the shower, right? I call the porter because they ain't searched the cell yet. I call the porter, Ray Ray. Hey, Ray Ray, come here real quick, man. Hey, take this. So I'm trying to get rid of the knife. The knife is on me. So here's the problem. So I go to my cheeks to get the knife and I come out with a lighter. That means that the knife was in my pocket the whole time. So as I was going big, when they told me to step out the cell, if they would have told me to get against the wall so they could search me, it was all bad. It was all bad. They was about to pull that knife straight up out my pocket because I was slipping like that. I remember one time I had a motherfucking knife and I was going back to the building at yard recall. See, at yard recall, you know, as long as you cheek your knife, put that motherfucker in the geeks real quick, and then you walk in the building, you can put your hands out, spread your legs a little bit and get patted down. But the thing is, if they pop up with that metal detector, oh hell, ooh, he got beat. Yeah, but anyhow, if they hit you with that metal detector, then it don't matter what's up in your cheeks. So I'm walking back to the building, thinking it's gonna be a regular day. I hear that motherfucker go beep. I hear that motherfucking metal detector go beep. Man, look at here. I must have somehow got that motherfucker out my cheeks, kicked it out my leg, and kept on walking. That motherfucking knife was right there in just plain sight. But shit, they couldn't prove I kicked that motherfucker off. Y'all want to hear another funny ass story? Y'all want to hear another funny ass knife story? Just left the show. What show? Just left the show. All right. Since we on knives and mishaps and shit, like I said, there's a lot of chances that the universe gave me coming in my first couple of years. Like there's a lot of close calls and shit. So one time I had a knife, right? This knife was a pin. If you pull the top of the pin, it got a nail sticking out of it. That was my knife. So I had this motherfucker in my jacket hanging up on the backstop because I'm playing softball. Like softball on this level 4 yard, like that was my shit. Like I love the softball. So we playing, right? Next thing you know, two Pisces start fighting on the sidelines. They ain't even involved in the game, but they fighting right by the baseball game. Police come, lay the yard down, bam. While the yard is down, they start searching the jackets. They start searching the jackets on the backstop. My shit, my knife is in my jacket with my ID. That motherfucker is in there with my ID. So when they before they get to my jacket, they stop. I'm like, oh, that's good, that's cool. They stop. So I go to the homie Slim and tell Slim, damn, what? They just damn near almost found my knife. They almost found my knife in the jacket with my ID. I didn't realize how stupid it sounded when I told it to him. He was like, dumbass, nigga, go get your motherfucking ID. So I go get my ID. Next thing you know, we back to playing softball. Yard down. Ain't nobody fighting, no. Ain't nobody fighting. They just laid the yard down out of nowhere. And they went right back to the backstop and started searching the jackets, right? They started searching the jackets. They get to my jacket, right? They pull the knife out. Dude, actually, the police pulls it out. He pulls it out, takes the top off, sees that nail, puts the top off, puts it back in the jacket and holds the jacket up and says, whose jacket is this? Whose jacket is this? I was like, I mean, shit, I'm looking around like, shit, whose jacket is that mug? Shit. Uh-huh. Whose jacket is that? But I promise you, that was nothing but God. Because I'm telling you, that was a mere 5 minute window from when they laid that yard down and came back and searched them jackets. All right, let's answer some questions. Let me get to the questions, man. I ain't told enough stories, man. All right, so back to 1090. Yo, Dirk, what's that Latin King? Him and a girl Rob 1090 Jake. They was from Florida. I mean, when I read it before, I didn't know who they was. I don't remember the dude, but his lady was called White Girl King Sean. So, man, they was beefing with Jake. Uh-huh. Pino gaslit it though. Ozzy prison stories. I seen you on 60 Days. Yeah, man. So did a lot of people. Turn into the anniversary tomorrow. I'm just telling you. I just know that they're gonna edit. They're gonna edit me so bad. I'm telling you. I don't have no expectations in any type of alley oops from that show. Like everything from that show, been like they made a nigga look like a beach ass nigga. They really did that shit. But hey, it is what it is until I get my last checks. Big Weavy, what's happening, man? Dirty, I see you almost at 10K. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Man, it's been a long time coming, man. Truth be told, I should have been at 10K. But they made me fight the hard way. Because I promise you, like it's it's me and Nate. Like them, it's me just passed me up. But it seems like Nate Dogg, they not letting him they not letting him rise like where he should be. And it's fucked up because me and Nate was there from the beginning. And YouTube won't even give us 10 bands. Like that's fucked up. So now that even if the roles were reversed, I would be I would be happy as fuck for Nate to be approaching 10K. That's an accomplishment for real. Matter of fact, shit, what I need like 50. I need 50 to hit 10K. Shit, man. I wish I could do that shit one live. Big Weavy, man, share this live, man. I need 50 subs, man, to hit 10K, man. Not saying that 10K would change my life, but shit, it might do something about something, though. I'm telling you. Hold on. Hey, matter of fact, Big Weavy, why don't you come on, man? I think the comments was going so bad that I didn't get a chance. Okay, the link is posted, man. The link is posted. Big Weavy, Herb, Reno Brothers. Wow. I seen that shit and my eyes started itching. Reno Brother Fuckers. I hope that's a woman. Free J. Williams. Straight up, man. Keep running all of y'all. Black Money trying to hit 5K. Big Weavy said I just hit 8K the other day. Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. Hold on. If y'all really know me, I gotta do this in the name of shit, accomplishments and things. Yes. You hear me? All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, man. The link is posted, man. Uh-oh. Yeah, the link is posted. I got a blunt to roll. Big Weavy. Matt Moonbane hit up Village Food System. Food season. It's a support channel. Get you 50. Big Weavy gonna bring 50 if he just shares this live to his channel one time. Yeah, Weavy. Return the favor. Big you can't stand North Daniels. I don't know if Big Unc was talking to me. Yeah, I don't know if he was talking to me, but if you understood that, you would know I'm from Sacramento, California, where we grew up on the side of North Daniels, and they issues is not our issue. Big Weavy.
Jared, what's up, my brother?
What's happening, man? Where you been?
I've been around.
Wait, something's different here.
The beard, bro.
Oh, shit.
They
That
challenged
motherfucker.
me, bro, to do it, and they had kind of a bidding war last night. One's wanting me not to, one's wanting me to do, and I ended up making $400 to shave my beard, bro.
Shit, that motherfucker got to go.
Hey, give me 400 bones, bro. That thing grows back, man. That money don't.
Shit. Hey, yeah, that motherfucker got to go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take me a couple of pictures and post them on Facebook, and that's it. That's all. Gone.
yeah, bro. It had to go, man.
But why you cut the mustache though?
It had to go. It was stipulation, bro.
Oh no! I don't know if they can make me have a booty mouth.
Man, but you know what though? Here's the thing though. The mustache, man, that's the first thing that starts coming back, and it's already got sprigs
Got the
coming out.
shadow.
Yeah.
We used to crack jokes because in the pen how it go. We our own barbers and shit. We got barbers in there with shit. A lot of time we ain't got time to wait in line, so we barbering ourselves. And he always got the homie that hit himself a little too hard on the mustache, where he gotta say fuck it and just cut
Yeah.
the whole thing off.
Yeah, bro. Once you mess it up a little bit, man, there ain't no. And then you try to fix it a little bit more, then it's done, bro.
You be like fuck it.
Yeah. Hey, man, I've got my studio upstairs halfway built. It's gonna be a dope look, bro. It's gonna be fly, man.
I could dig that, man. Shit. Hey, see, like a lot of people that maybe my subscribers may know or may not know, but from going from a cheap ass phone like you used to have
No,
to
that's what I'm still using it.
what?
Yeah, I dropped it in a bucket of water for 15 seconds the night before last, and it's still working.
Well, then we still got some shit to do.
Bro, I'm still on the same phone I started with, dog. Hey, look, this thing was when it finally retires, it's getting framed, bro, and hung up on a wall.
I can second that. I think you should because I
Yeah,
promise you, right? There's a such thing. Like I call myself an alchemist. Like
yeah,
I practice the ability of making something from nothing or
yeah,
working with what you got to work with. And sometimes we get comfortable, right? And this is a mistake that you haven't made or you might have made it. Yeah, you did say you dropped it in the toilet, but I dropped my touch screen computer and it shattered the whole screen. So now I got to go back to using a phone, and I don't
yeah,
even know. And I'm struggling trying to do this shit. But here it is. You've been making it do with the damn near Obama phone,
yeah.
and look what you created
Yeah,
just
man.
with that. Working what
To
you work
me,
with.
that's an accomplishment, man, and I'm proud of that, dude. Really, because somebody was complaining. I was watching a live the other night, and somebody was complaining. Well, they didn't have a good gaming PC with the this and that in it, and they didn't have all this editing software. And somebody said, "Man, we've done it with a $50 Android, bro. What are you talking about?"
Straight up.
You got
Hey,
man
look.
when you ain't got it like that, you make the best of what you get, bro. You know what you got, man.
Hey, look. If you go to my channel, them early videos in 2018 and 2019, them was made with a Metro phone, a Metro Samsung. It might not even been a Samsung. It might have been I don't know what them cheap ass Metro phones is called, but it
Yeah,
might have been
probably
one of
LG
them.
or something. Yeah,
LG. Oh my shit.
yeah, bro. And this phone I got, it's not even got a name on it. It says one on it. One ONE.
Man, why we ain't framing that? We're gonna have a bidding war like the phone that created a village.
This thing has
Generation.
been nothing but good to me, man. I don't ever regret. It's been worth every penny, bro.
The fact that you appreciate it as such, I'm gonna tell you something that you probably never even tripped off of or ever even heard of. But Obama phones, like the free phones that we get out here,
Yeah.
everybody loses them. Nobody really know this. It's just they don't appreciate them, and they always end up losing them or leaving them somewhere because they always get them as an extra phone.
Yeah.
That's because they don't appreciate them
Yeah,
like that.
exactly what it is.
But you appreciate it, and so therefore it rewards you.
Yeah, man, I believe in stuff like that, bro. You know what I mean? The universe works in weird ways, man. Uh, but I never thought when I first started doing this, dude, I never thought I'd get 8,000 subscribers. And you know, I've got a lot of that from shorts and bullshit, but still, that don't take away from the fact that I got them. You know what I mean? Uh, and you know, I got a super faithful following, bro. You know what I mean? Uh,
Oh, I know.
yeah.
I know, man. Hey, look at it like this. Before people even knew I was on 60 Days In, I was doing my due diligence. Like I
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
really go to my channel like that, but I was doing my due diligence and pulling up on a lot of different people and a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
for moments like this.
Yes. Exactly. Uh. Yeah, I remember you fucking with me when I didn't have, but like, shit, I had less than 1,000 subscribers, man.
Man, there goes that dirty Soldier Boy of YouTube again. Like Soldier Boy, right? He wrote a lot of songs in the background that people never gave him credit for. He was always around when people was just starting. And so now, fast forward, he was like, man, I've been did a song with him. I've been did a song with him. That's how I kind of am because
Right.
I pay
Right.
attention and I never deny help. Like when it comes to YouTube knowledge and shit like that, I never
Yeah.
deny no game. Fuck that. We can all eat. It's a big ass plate.
Yeah, bro. There's plenty enough for everybody, dog. You know what I mean? You right, but everybody's been right though. You know, the more attention you get at this and that, boy, them haters they come rolling in hard, dog. But you know what, man? I'm a pretty reasonable, nice guy, right? But when
Yeah.
somebody tells an actual lie, like on me or something, like I'm going at it with a mo right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, Spencer. So I'll just say it. But anyway, and I'm going with him. I'm going hard with him at it, bro. I've buried him 2 nights in a row. I mean, but I don't look, and I have never participated in that, right? Ever. But when a mo comes at me, bro, that's when we draw the line. I'm not gonna. I'll never let a weirdo like that come at me. It ain't happening. I'm not gonna keep carrying it on.
You gotta look at your platform is where you put your pitchfork,
Yep.
and you can't be disrespected on your platform and in your square in your space. It just can't happen.
No.
So therefore, that's what happens. People get hey,
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, man?
speak of the devil.
VBS, my homie. What's up, bro?
Hey, shit, man. I'm on the scooter right now. I might be a little choppy, but I seen the topic, man, and I had to pull up and holler at you, Dirty, and see what it is that you was talking about with this grievance form. That drop and slip shit.
You the perfect person to debate this with me. Hey, 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 Big Weavy, pull up a chair. Watch this. All right, so DBS. I'm in California. What we call grievances is 602's, and they are an appeal to appeal any infraction that has come across you in white during your incarceration. And they even give you a book called the Title 15 with all the codes and everything and procedures that the police are supposed to follow. To where if they violate any of them codes, that's what that appeal is for, to fight your way out of anything that ever happened.
Yeah, the
Some,
basic rule book that you get when you come in.
yes, but somewhere in translation, they took what 1090 Jake's grievance and flipped it as if he was telling. But somebody that has done 20 years, that really was this. When you write you already know, when you write your appeal or your grievance, you want your shit to be worded like you know what the fuck you talking about. Like a
Yep.
lawyer, would word it. That's how you want to word that shit. So it'll start off like, on this day, I had an altercation with this
Give an above
person.
date and time, such and such, inmate such and such, um, uh, was in unit dorm such and such. Yeah, real professional, like you basic log entries and all that.
Yes. So then that's your opening. And then you follow that up with what really happened, with your version of what happened. But you got to open it up with what happened. And then now it's what really happened. But his opening statement, because it had dude's name, what happens is, man, politics are interpreted by the beholder, man. And that's what's fucked up about politics, because he really called BKA Bolo to come on live and the other dude didn't say nothing. But BK Bolo literally said, "Nah, bro, you said too much." And he really clowned 1090 Jake on this live and when he the asked that he came on. So his own homeboy called him a rat. That's fucked up. That mean that your homeboys ain't your homeboy like you thinking. He making some fictitious ass friends and shit.
I don't understand how it got this far, anyways. Because
Uh it got too far because a lot of people will look at one thing and interpret it a lot of different ways. And if the person that's interpreting is not your on your side, then he gonna twist that shit and build a whole ass subject. And one of them people that was doing the twisting got that shit to go viral. Next thing you know, he having to defend this shit with in a live that had 4,000 plus people in the motherfucker. And he keep on saying, bring this person up to this live. Bring this person. And the person he brought up crucified him.
Hey, excuse me, gentlemen. Is there any way you guys can tell me what y'all were discussing?
Um, so 1090 Jake, he wrote a grievance. He had got into it with some Zoes in Florida.
Okay.
One of them took off on one of his partners, and the other one took off on him in front of the police. When he gets to the hole, he gets like 60 days or some shit. But then he trying to get up out the hole, so he writes a grievance. In this grievance, he says, "Inmate whoop whoop hit me with the sock, locking the sock or whatever, the cement, whatever."
Okay.
And then the police ended up beating up the other two inmates and went in detail on how the police beat them up. But his opening statement, the basically where you gotta say what happened, what you even fighting, that's the part that he's getting crucified for. Because you already know what a 602 is, a grievance, right? What do you guys call it in Virginia? Weavy? What do you call a grievance in Virginia? Like, is it an appeal, inmate appeal?
It's an inmate appeal.
Okay, so grievance. It'd probably be the same exact thing, and that's normal business in the pen. It's normal business to write an appeal or write a grievance.
So basically, working the system, right?
Yes, fighting your way up out of the holes that the system try to put you in.
but there's guidelines that you're supposed to follow that wouldn't infringe or implicate anybody to the point where you would have to find a loophole with like minute shit like date, time, place, shit filled out the wrong way because once you start flipping the story, that's when shit starts to get real tricky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I agree. All that stuff's tricky, man. To me, I've never been to prison. I've been to jail, except multiple times, but not never prison. I've had a couple 60-day shockers, nothing more than that. You know what I mean? But several times, but just not
they got
no
they got
no
a appeal.
prison.
They got an appeal system in the county jail too.
Oh yeah, they
It's
do.
probably
Yeah, I've seen
it's
plenty of
probably
people.
just not as in depth as
Yeah,
Hold on,
appeal
hold
in prison
on.
because the appeal in prison got levels. Like
yeah,
first the
definitely.
Let
sergeant
me
might
clear
hear
this
it.
up though, because an appeal is when you get a ticket and you get box time, or you get loss of rec, or you get loss of packages, or you get loss of phone privileges and all that. That's when you can appeal that. That's a whole nother process that you got to go through. The depth of security. You got to go through the the initial officer who took the actual hearing date and all that. So
Yeah,
there's a process with that. That's a grievance. That's a whole other thing. But what we were talking about is really dropping slips because in all actuality, the only time you're supposed to be doing any kind of like, dropping off any kind of papers and all that is for medical, law library, and that's really it. Medical law library, and then if I guess a counselor or something, you know what I'm saying? The IOC, and that's the I. that's the inmate liaison committee, and those are the ones who deal with like grievances and all that. Grievances is something totally different. There's an appeal process to that too, but you got to go through like a three-step process to get even like close to like um being heard by whatever the I guess your capital is, because that's where eventually all the paperwork will go to your capital. Once you've exhausted all realms of trying to solve whatever the fucking grievance is, but that has to be on a facility. It can't be like, something crazy. Like you could do
Okay,
it on an
okay.
officer, but that's dangerous in itself because at the end of the day, like you're playing with fire. Once you start writing grievances on officers, man, you are on the plate, bro.
Okay, so let's say a fight happens and they say that they found a knife by you and they put it on you and send you to the hole. What is the process that you have to do to fight that?
You would have to exhaust all remedies, and that would be DNA, fingerprint, uh, cameras. Um, if you can, you could pull up witnesses, but you could pull
What
up
I'm
witnesses
saying,
and all that. But it,
is that a grievance or is that an appeal?
hold on, my fault, bro. Hold on.
Hey, Herb, I seen your comment earlier. Yeah, I'm answering stupid questions too. I just ain't giving them the energy though, but I answer some.
Hey,
Yo,
bro, look, real
what you
quick.
said?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Go ahead.
Can I hear you? Wait, you say something?
Dirty,
No,
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, what's the last thing you asked me?
I smoke a lot of weed. I forgot.
You said if something was like a banger was found around you.
Oh, okay. So, like, say a fight happened and they coming around and searching everybody, and somebody gets the knife off of them and throws it, and it's by you. So they write you up, but that's not your knife. But they write you up and send you to the hole, and now you got to fight. You got to fight up out of this shit. What is that process? Is that called a grievance or is that called an appeal? Out here, it's called a 602.
That's called when you go to your hearing, you got to pull up witnesses and you got to exhaust all remedies. So you would have to call fingerprint, DNA. Like you would have to go through all this shit. Like you would have to exhaust all remedies to
But
make.
what is that called? What is that paperwork called?
That's the hearing. That's a part of the hearing process.
So our write up is called a 115 in Cali. It's a 115.
Oh, so we
So
got tiers out here. We got tier one, tier twos, and tier threes.
okay,
Tier three being the most severe. You heard. Tier one is like out of place, or like fucking improper exchange of a fucking item of some dumb shit. Fucking tier two is like a bullshit fist fight, or like some dumb shit, gambling shit or some stupid shit. And tier three is like bangers, cuttings, stabbings, uh, riots, all that stupid shit.
do they all carry like the same time or same consequences?
Well, as of recently, they've been charging people with outside crimes. So they'll charge you, but you'll have to deal with it at the end of your sentence.
So, but I'm saying you'll get the charge. You like say you stab somebody or you assault the staff, you punch the staff. The discipline is going to be the same because it's a tier three.
Now you get like 6 months.
That's
Yeah,
it.
out it, man. They not handing out a whole bunch of time out here no more.
Damn, you stab a police out here, man, you're done. You stab an inmate though, you
The
damn
most,
near
the
done.
most that, the most that I happen. I mean, if they don't kill you right then and there, and you get away with it somehow, some way, you pull a stunt. They'll send you to like 5 point, or they'll send you to like a high level security, like
Yeah,
jail where you know just 23 and 1 all day, every day.
man, that's some fucked up shit. All right, so let's touch on this subject because I mean it's a travesty if because a lot of my fan base is on the West Coast. So it'd be a travesty if we don't address this. And now that it's out there, I think it should be all right. Because Jay is my friend too. So I need to know what y'all feel about that.
As far as what?
What do y'all feel? This y'all thoughts, man. This y'all thoughts. Because I know my thoughts was it was very hard to watch him on YouTube on the phone in jail in them clothes. Like it was very hard to watch this person that I talked to frequently on the phone,
Uh,
like in depth conversations. It was hard to watch that shit.
Oh,
That
without
was
man, because
that's not,
you know what it is because I did some time right just now. I just did a 1.5 for free. You heard? So
yeah,
in the process of me trying to figure out how to get that time and lawyers and being on bail and all this other shit, and, having a plug tell on me and all that. So it was a different kind of feel, but I had to make sure that my kids were squared away while I turned myself in. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
when he was talking about his son, and he was talking about the feeling he caught of when it really hit him, and you know his son wanted him, to be somewhere else other than where he was at. Man, that shit really hits home, man, because you start really thinking like, yo, how the fuck did I get myself into this? How did I do it? Why, how did I get myself into this dumb shit? Because a lot of the time we know better. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, yeah,
we be gambling, bro. And not for nothing, man. Sometimes we crap out, bro.
man.
You know,
I just never. It'd be it'd be the people like you never thought. Like fuck. Like the universe is rewarding this person because the
I don't
good
put nothing
things
past
that they do.
nobody, bro. I don't put nothing past nobody. You fucking around, you would catch a body today, and I wouldn't be like, oh shit, yo, anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. You could be put in a bad situation, and then all of a sudden, look, we don't know the circumstances of Jay shit, right? But obviously, some way, somehow, things led to him being in a real bad position and putting himself in a real bad predicament. Where I'm pretty sure, like, he knew better, but sometimes we don't do better.
You know what? To be honest, like I knew the details and circumstances like way before everybody. But I just felt that it would have been way super disrespectful for me to do it. So I had to kick back and literally watch people creep closer and closer to the truth. And I had to just sit back and watch it happen. And I really feel like, damn, man, the fact that people is talking about it and dissecting it, it's just giving DA just all this. They doing a job for the DA. Like they don't need to be dissecting whether he's telling the truth or not. Like they do that to the law.
but
So I was like,
I'm gonna tell you what I think, man. Uh, okay, I know Jay. Not personally, but we talk on the phone on a very very rare occasions. He invited me to his house on the way back from the beach, but with that didn't work. I didn't work out, but by no means are we best friends or anything like that. I'm not a particular. I look. I've watched so much prison stuff that I don't watch it. I don't watch Jay, so I'm not saying nothing bad. I'll tell you what I do feel bad about. Uh, I don't like to see any man locked up unless they really hurt somebody. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't like to see that. Here's where Jay made his mistakes, and I've seen this happen over and over and over again on his stuff. He always said never. I'll never go back, bro. And that's something I never say is never. Man, I know he didn't have intentions on going back. The road to hell
yeah,
is paved with good intentions. But that saying never, man, that's a really
yeah.
sketchy thing to say, man, bro.
It's an album called Never Say Never.
Yeah,
Yeah,
words cast spells, man. You got to be careful what you say, man.
Man, I could
yeah.
say this. I could say this. I don't give a fuck how many shows I've been on. or how people see me with my accolades, I still consider myself a regular competitor. Like I can't get too big like that. I've seen many things happen to people that got too big, and to me,
Yeah.
now if I hit a level where I can't deny nothing, then that's different. Where shit, they didn't give me enough to change my life, but for now, I'm a regular competitor. So anything can happen. I don't care what. I don't care if I'm on a show that's on TV. Matter of fact, the reunion air tomorrow. I'm still a regular competitor.
I know a lot of people depended on him as far as for a paycheck, his family, this and that, right? Because they got some bills. You know that for a fact.
Yeah,
I really, man, like if I was the wife, that Hummer would be up for sale. Uh, 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 for like bail money and stuff. I'm not talking shit, bro, because I don't have nothing against the man. I just, uh, and I sent a few bucks for, I sent a few bucks for the fun, but I'm just saying, like, if I was the wife, that like I said, that Hummer or something would be up for sale, bro. That's not necessary right now at this moment.
I'm sure that all the cars is probably first things to go.
Yeah, I don't want to see him lose anything, man. Like I said, I'm not, like I said, I'm not hating on the man or nothing, but
So,
like
so
I
let me
said,
ask
Now,
you
like
what
like
one
BB
thing
just now said, them you cast spells with words, man. You got to really watch what you say, man.
I would say this because he said it to me, and Jay is like a real unmaterialistic person, so he would advocate letting go of them cars in the name of defense quick, and not think two fucks about it.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I guess, man. Like I don't know that good, but like I said, man, I wish him the best. I hope he gets out
Let me
soon.
ask you
Hopefully, he
this
gets an
though.
ankle monitor.
Let me ask you this though. As far as y'all sector out there in Virginia, isn't he like y'all make him and Lance? Ain't they like the ones that kicked off that sector out there?
I'm not in Virginia. I'm in West Virginia.
Spoken like a real West G's. They gonna make sure you know it's a difference. I feel you.
Yeah,
So
there's a difference. It's a different state. That's a what you call it state.
that's a
Yeah,
whole nother conversation. Like now,
yeah.
what's the difference? Like okay, immediate like without going too deep, what's the immediate differences between two states that share the same name? Other than one is West and one is Virginia. What's the difference?
What's the difference? One of them's I'm trying to think of the name of there's 13, 12, 13 states that are like there. It's a
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth state. That's a huge difference.
Oh, you guys are not Commonwealth.
No, I'm
nah,
not.
they're like one of the first 13 colonies or some shit
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's what it is. Most of the original 13 colonies are Commonwealth states.
Yeah, so like that's like when you go to court, that'd be like good Commonwealth state sentences you do whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
make their own shit up as long as they go. When it's a Commonwealth, they can do whatever they want. They make
yeah.
shit up.
Commonwealth, boy, they when you're under their hand, man, it's not as easy there.
Damn. So that's the whole Bible Belt.
It's part of it, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm in southern West Virginia, man. I'm probably about 30, 40 minutes away from the Virginia line. Um,
So
I've been locked up in Virginia too, right?
yeah.
Uh, and it's a totally different experience.
So where is the beginning of the Bible Belt? It starts at the top of Virginia.
Man, you know, a lot of people say the Bible Belt's real down south, but I would say I'm considered part of the Bible Belt, which you know, because like I said, you can go 10 miles down the road and count 14 churches. You know what I
VA
mean?
is not VA is not the Bible Belt.
Yeah,
So Bible
yeah,
Belt,
I'm not absolutely sure myself.
I know it runs from like Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South
Yeah,
Carolina,
Black
North Carolina.
Money's probably right. He's more right than I am. I'm just kind of guessing. You know what I mean?
Larry Lopez said the whole South is considered the Bible Belt.
The only reason that where I'm at is considered the South is, you know, if you're gonna go by, you know, whatever it is, I'm below the Mason Dixon line.
Mason Dixon, where is that?
Mason Dixon line is a it's not what it is the line. Okay, so when the Civil War happened, West Virginia seceded from Virginia and started its own state. Okay.
Right.
Well, the bottom half of West Virginia wasn't down with that. Okay. And that part and it goes over into Virginia too, but they considered themselves Confederate. Okay. And people above the Mason Dixon line considered themselves Union.
Wow, you really just taught me something, man. So
Yeah,
that's why
man, I love history, bro. I like real history.
hey, that's why that shit runs deep. That's why you was like, wait a minute, no, we are different. That's
Yeah,
like, damn, shit, I had no idea. Is that why they say bad things about you guys?
yeah. Well, the Mason Dixon line runs dead through West Virginia.
Straight through. So is West Virginia divided too?
West Virginia's divided. Yeah, southern West Virginia is below the Mason Dixon line.
But y'all don't see a difference really in each other like y'all would with y'all in Virginia.
I don't think it's you know, man, it's such a. I think that division in people's their you know in their stance on the war. I think it's so close there. You know, you can't really go by an imaginary line on what people think. You know what I mean? Uh, so there, you know, I'm sure there were people above that line that considered themselves Confederate too, as well. You know what I mean? But uh,
I know in Virginia, I know it was not. It was a regular thing to see Confederate flags in Virginia. Like that was not. That was a normal thing.
Black money. Actually, there's not a whole lot of agriculture here, man. Most of it's coal mining industry. Most of it. Now, I'm not saying there's no agriculture, but most of it is the coal mining industry. My whole family's been the generation after generation after generation. Uh, my uncle was killed in the mines. My grandpa was smashed up in the mines.
So that shit. I mean, your bloodline run back
Oh
because if
yeah, deep,
that's
bro.
what you guys been from the beginning. Was coal
Yeah,
miners.
those guys, man, they were just indentured servants, bro. They worked. Okay, so they worked for the mine. Okay, this is back in the day. You live in the house that the mines built in coal camps. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you pay your rent to the mine company, right? That you work for, and you can only spend your. They pay you in script. They used now. This is back in the day. They pay you in mine script, right? Little
Mm-hmm.
coin, little pieces of tin, and you could only spend your paycheck at the company store.
Oh shit.
and the mines owned the company store. So you worked for them and you gave them their money back at a
Did they
high interest rate.
did they have a hand in railroads? Because I think coal and
Oh
railroads.
yeah, the railroads and the mines they had their hands in each other's pockets.
Yeah,
Heather, yeah,
because I
definitely.
know because I remember reading about the and I know they're not the indenture service, but it was a form of it. But the Asians was right alongside of them too.
Yeah, definitely. Hell, they had it way worse. The Asians, man, they're the ones they had going in blasting, like to build all these tunnels and stuff out west, and working on the Hoover Dam and stuff. They're the ones that they were sending in with the with the explosives to do the dangerous work.
That's crazy. Hey, and if it's crazy, but you can't talk about the origins, early days of this country, the progression of this country, without mentioning the Asians, because without them railroads, shit.
No, yeah, they did because they were a big part of the railroads, man. They really were. Uh, and they had to work hard, man. They didn't make nothing. They got a meal and a place to stay, maybe a tent, like basically a army, old school army tent, basically. They live in those kind of camps. Uh,
Straight up.
but they come back with a vengeance later on.
Yes, they did. They came out and figured it out real quick.
They
I
did,
was talking
man.
to my I was talking to my friend, well, one of my partners, man, and we're talking about like the evolution of races. And right now, like in my city, back in the days, the Asians used to be killing each other. All of
Yeah,
a sudden, they figured something out and they came together. And you don't hear about Asian gang members killing. You don't hear about that shit no more, but you used to in the '90s. So then you hear about things like the Mexicans, the Hispanics are banding together in California. So then that makes the blacks look like, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do?
yeah,
And so
you're right, man.
I took part in a softball game between my neighborhood and the other biggest hood in Sacramento, which is Oak Park. So Del Paso Heights against Oak Park. That was the first time that Oak Park and Del Paso Heights came together since the '80s. So 30 plus years.
Damn, 30 years.
So therefore that's what I've been on, man. I'm on some unite things, man. I see the bigger picture now.
Bro,
I
I
don't know
am
what
too, man. You know what I mean? Because the vision is, it's been built very well. They did a very good job at and whoever you want to say, uh, the powers that be did a very good job at constructing this division. Um,
yeah. If everybody
man,
came together, I'm telling you the clear cut division would be money. If everybody came together, then it would turn into the haves and the have nots. That's just my opinion. Because here it is. Look at this. COVID is slowly creeping on us right now. And we're on social media and we don't even talk about it.
yeah,
Ain't that scary?
that's true, man. It's really true.
We
Man,
have
I'm
the
gonna give
voice.
DVS props for what he, man. I really am, dude. Like I said, man, DVS is a smart man. I don't, there's a lot of people that disagree and don't that they try to hate on him, but he's a very intelligent man, and I like to have conversation with him. You know what I mean? We uh we have our moments, but if you can't sit and tell another man what you're feeling, and they can't tell you what they feeling, then you ain't friends anyway.
That's a fact.
You know?
DVS, I'm gonna say DVS is like the homie that you keep around that's not gonna agree with you.
No,
with
man,
everything
he's a
with the
Johnny yes man.
bullshit.
He'll definitely tell you what's when,
Like
bro.
he's the one. He's the one that's gonna. It's like you want to keep people around that's gonna tell you your breath stink. But
Yeah,
then you got the one homie that's going to tell you that your breath stinks and he's going to tell you why your breath stinks. You got gingivitis on the left lower cavity, number 8 tooth, and you have decay on the 14th upper molar. He's the one that's going. He's the one that's going to go in depth and challenge you. And that's
he,
why. That's why he's to me. He's very valuable
yeah,
because you want
his
somebody that's
channel
going
should
to
do
challenge.
good, man. I think we need there really needs to be a DVS out here in the YouTube streets. When he first came out, the first time I ever saw him, when he popped up on Plug's channel, I'm like, oh man, this dude's a clown for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, nah, he really makes sense. He'll let people sit there and scream at him for a little while, and then he's the kind of guy that comes back in a gentleman. He comes back in a gentlemanly like way with intelligence. Uh,
On everything.
Yeah, I really respect that, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I let somebody scream at me for a few minutes. You know what I mean? Because that's just usually when somebody screams and just calls you names, bro. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just talking about in general. But when people just scream and call you names, that means there's usually a lower level of intelligence there, uh, because they do not have a really anything to add or to debate you with.
They say that about people that cuss a lot too.
Yeah, they do. You see, if you say like everybody that has to say the F word, man, between every other word, it's because you really just don't have anything halfway intelligent to say. I cuss a lot, but I'm not a player. I just cuss a lot, bro. but
It depends
uh,
on what kind of weed and how much to drink.
bro, I'm gonna tell you what.
Hey,
I hadn't smoked weed in a month or two until the night before last, bro. And it was just some gelato 41. But it was anyway, dude, bro. That's why I dropped this phone in the water the other night, bro. It had me stuck in that system that night,
hey,
bro,
hey,
for real,
you better not fuck with no Cali, then.
bro. It's weed's not my thing anymore. I used to love it, bro. When I was well up to about so I got on opiates, you know what I mean, and then my brain got rewired and the weed didn't work with it, and then you know, uh, then it started giving me anxiety because I used to love sativas, right? And then you know, definitely if you got any kind of anxiety disorders, you don't want sativa in your life. Not me anyway, but you know,
I gotta
uh,
have. I gotta have. I mean, really, I just stop paying attention. Like whatever the homie got is what I'm smoking.
yeah,
It don't
yeah,
matter if
man.
it's up or down.
It's
If it
become
go in
so
the blunt, we twist.
it's become so the names, the strains. There's just so much of it now that it's just crazy. Anyway, but man, it's not. I don't smoke all the time, so I'm I don't even really worry about it, bro. I used to love it, man. I really enjoyed it, but I don't enjoy it like I used to.
Is it too heavy for you?
Yeah, man, it really is. Honestly.
I will go. I will. I'll be in one live and smoke like 3, 4 blunts in the one
Yeah,
live
man. No,
to
I
the
used to be
face
able to
though.
do that, but
To the face though.
yeah, I get you. Bro, when I grew, that was what the first charge I ever had, man, was they called it manufacturing marijuana, right? They had a 32 site hydroponic system, right? It was my first grow. Uh, I I was on my last. I had another day of letting it flush out, right? I really could have harvested it, but I was just trying to flush it out as much as I could, bro. And then the DEA, bro. I was in my bedroom. DEA popped through the door. And guess what? It was one of my homeboys, so I thought was my homeboy, right?
Was the DEA?
But no, not the DA. But here's what happened. One of the guy I considered a homeboy, right? Uh, he uh he got pulled over with the O, right? And he okay, so his grandparents raised him, and they were very wealthy. They owned 3 or 4 pawn shops. He worked at them. He had mad gold chains, rings, all this and that. He had a 3000 GT, a couple other cars. Uh, but his grandparents told him, "Hey, if you don't give somebody up to these policemen, we're taking your job at the pawn shop. We're taking your cars. We're taking or everything, bro. So he picked me to go ahead and do 3 controlled buys on me, right? And
Oh shit!
disappeared, man. But I got a really good lawyer, man, and it cost me $7,000, which I didn't have the money for, man. My grandma, my aunt, my mom kind of chipped in on that, but uh, my lawyer was good enough to get me basically a simple possession and a seatbelt ticket, and the seatbelt had nothing to do with the damn thing. So
Thank God for having money.
well, thanks God for them having money. I worked, but I didn't have that much money. You know what I mean? Every paycheck I got for several months went back to them. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Homeboy
cause I
told me
promise.
he said that you give me 2,500 and I can make it better. He said, or you give me 7 grand and I can make it pretty much go away. But he had been a lawyer there 40 years, bro. You go out. He probably went out and played a couple rounds of golf. Uh, but this was in 2002, I think, right? So weed was still taboo especially around back there. Hell, it still is in North Carolina. That's where I was at. But they go out, that judge and that attorney, man, they go out and they'll play around the golf and they'll have a bet or two on a hole, and hey, look, if I hit this, it'll win whatever under par. You gonna cut my homeboy, my client a deal, or here's you 2,000, bro. Just cut him a deal. That's how it works. That good old boy system.
Pretty much, and I can attest to that.
Yeah. Hey, Herb, man. I know, man. I used to date this girl, and she told me, man. She said if you just smoke through it and keep smoking, you'll be all right. You know what I mean? Just keep smoking through it. And I've done that at that particular time, and it worked. It's just I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If I kept any smoke around, man, my pops would be aggravating me all the time. Uh, uh, and man, he's over there right now. I had to go pick him up earlier. He done fell on the coffee table. Uh,
Broke it.
no, he didn't break it. He fell on it, but what up, Diddy? I see you, bro. Uh, I shot you something for Doug, man. Uh, for the croc fund. Uh, uh, but yeah, man.
Hey,
So
Herb said, "Can you have a zip on you personally?" Or no, here we can, but can you
yeah,
guys have a
yeah.
zip?
There, see, I got my medical card right here, so I can. I'm good.
We can have 10 pounds out here though,
Yeah,
legally, without no
man.
lights and nothing.
Cali was the front runner in the weed game in the United States. You know what I mean?
I want to say now you could probably have way more than 10. Because motherfuckers have trash bags and they open it up, smell that shit, and close it and say, go on about your business.
Yeah, bro, man. I know a grower out there, man. He every time he jumps on my live, man, bro, he's just got super duty pounds, man. Stuff back in the day that I would have slobbered over. You know what I mean? And
And that's regular stuff. That's regular stuff out here.
hey, let me tell you a story about this hat I got on, man. This is funny. Hold on, let me switch up hats real quick. Okay, you see, it's a Mitchell and Ness, right? Bulls hat.
Right?
Okay. Uh, Brand new, just got it today, right? Hold on, let me get back part. Shit, what's this camera? There we go. We got the okay. So Mitchell and Ness $5 hats. Dirty disappear.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this hat was 47.98, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it had been marked down, right? But it had been marked down. It had been marked down to like 29.98. Well, if I'm gonna show it to you, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I got it for $1.98 because somebody fucked up on the tag, bro. $1.98, man. Homeboy hated to sell it to me for that. I said, you got to, bro.
I used to do that shit on purpose though, man. But
Oh,
like
I
I
did
said,
too, man. Back, I used to do
I
it
I
purpose like
switch it. I
crazy.
switch the tag real quick to some lower shit.
But
I'll
you
take a
couldn't do that
sticker.
here at that hip. That I was at Hibbett Sports, right? So, but you can go into like a department store, bro. If they got the stick-on tags, man, you can definitely switch it out.
I stick.
Yeah, I
I had
played
a
that shit plenty of times.
yeah, I had a machine. The machine that printed out the price
Yeah,
barcode thing.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a good idea, actually, man. I don't need to be in no trouble though, so you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
But
I changed my life.
yeah, but yeah, bro. I couldn't pass it up for $1.98, man. And I mean, I wasn't really too fond of the hat, but it's a fly hat. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But I couldn't pass it up, bro.
Meek,
Not for that.
like Money said, Meek Mills.
Huh?
A little dog was chasing a big ass dog.
No.
I mean, but he say Mitchell and Ness is owned by Meek Mills and some other artists.
Oh, I didn't know that, man. Mitchell and Ness, man. I used to buy a lot of their hats, bro. I'm a new era kind of guy, but Mitchell and Ness especially their baseball hats, man. They're dope, man. They make some. They make. I really like their baseball hats. So.
That's crazy that you talking about hats and shit, man. I had a live the other night. I had an adventure in Old Sacramento, and
Yeah,
I had this red Cardinals hat, all red,
yeah,
and I cannot find it. Like it was something happened between Old Sac and coming home, but that motherfucker was gone, and it was a new era, and it was like a $50 pro. It was like a $50 pro model, man.
yeah, man. This one I got on right now. One of my subscribers sent me. Right. Well, hell, she done sent me a couple hats. But that's what tell everybody. If when they ask me what kind of gift I'd like, if I wanted one or anything, I said I want a hat from everybody's state, man. That's what I'm. That's what you know what I mean.
You definitely wearing my favorite team.
Bro, I love this hat. It's got my initials on it too. You know what I mean? So
Oh, your government ones,
yeah, man.
Sean Francis.
No, my name's Steve Fry, bro. I don't care. Everybody knows my name.
I don't know. I just wanted to guess.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, no, I'm definitely not a Francis, but homie. Nothing wrong with one, but I'm not. Every time I think about Francis, I think about that dude that was on the Pee Wee's Big Adventure, the bully dude, the big guy that wanted to take his bike all the time.
Damn.
Francis, that was his name.
You got a good ass memory.
Bro, I remember stupid shit. That's the problem. I don't remember important shit. Nah, I retain some knowledge, man.
Was you
Uh,
sad when Pee Wee died?
Man, not really, and here's why, bro. When I was a kid, I loved Pee Wee Herman, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I loved him in Blow. He did a great job in that movie. But when he had them Mo charges against him, bro, that I'm not talking about the theater shit where he was in there doing his thing.
I was
I'm
about to
talking
say,
about the Mo charges and he said it was part of his art collection.
oh yeah, I see. I didn't know about that. I wouldn't have crucified him for busting one in the theater though.
Huh?
I would even like if you would only been busting one in the theater. I don't think I
Yeah.
would have I would have crucified him at first, but I'd have been like, man, get back to Pee Wee. But the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
charges,
you know, well, really, I guess that's what that place was for back in those days, right? You know what I mean? Whatever.
yeah.
That was his business at the, at that time. You know what I mean? I guess, but I mean, still, it's not an honorable thing to do. I can get past that, but I can't get past the most stuff, bro.
Can you tell me something else stupid that you remember? Because that was, I gotta admit, your memory to remember that was pretty stupid. So what else stupid you remember? Because now you got me curious. Because I remember a lot of stupid shit too.
Bro, man, anything from the '80s and '90s, bro, mostly. Not late '90s, but I was born in '79. Uh,
Holy shit, we're the same age. That's why you're talking my language.
yeah, that's it, man.
I
Yeah,
get it. I thought
I'll
you.
be
Hey,
four.
I thought you was younger. What you shit?
Nah, I'll be 45 in a few months.
And I'll be 40. Oh, you older than me. Shit. I'm only
Yeah,
turning. Wait, you sure you're gonna be 45? You might want to check. Cause
I'm
I'm turning
45,
44.
homie. Well, I'm
Oh,
44, but I'll be 45 in a few months, in January.
man, now you got me wondering how old I am.
Yeah,
Man, that's crazy,
bro. I
man.
remember.
Hey, you kind of fucking with me right now, man. How the fuck we born in the same year and you about to be 45? I'm about to be 44.
Well,
Did I
okay,
skip a year?
I was born in January, right? So, what month were you born in?
September.
Okay, so there's where the gap comes in. We were born 8 months apart. So, yeah, I'm older than you. Shit.
You should only be 8 years, 8 months older than me. You a
That's it.
year and 8 months older
I'm
than
eight.
me.
No, I'm 8 months older than you, bro. What year was you born in?
79.
Okay, 79. Okay, so in no, now you got me confused. Dirt shit.
Shit, man. If I got my age wrong, I'm gonna have a real motherfucking paradigm shift. Like this
You
is
was
gonna be
born in
crazy.
September '79. I was born in January '79. I'm older.
Yeah, by
So
8 months.
yes. Yeah.
But you about to turn 45, so you're gonna
Yeah.
be a year and 8 months older than
No,
me.
I won't be a year and 8 months. I'll just be 8 months still. No
But
matter how we word it, the numbers still say I'm 8 months older.
I'm born in September '79,
Yeah.
and you born in January. So that means you would turn 44 before I turn 44 in September because we born
No.
in the same year. So that's eight
Oh,
months.
okay. Wait, now you're turning 44 in September.
Yeah,
Okay, so now you got me fucked up again, bro.
I'm telling you, somebody's wrong, and we gotta solve this. Because if I'm
This ain't
45,
even that complicated, man. We could probably sit here and solve half the world's problems, and we can't figure out this age difference thing
uh,
here. Herb, help me out, bro. You know how to.
are you gonna be able to accept that you a year younger?
Yeah, bro. Because we're still on the same page. We're still on the same page, homie.
Shit, ain't that a good thing if you actually a year younger than you thought you was?
Yeah, it would be nice, but according to my numbers, it's not.
All right, somebody solve this shit. If they were born in September 79, they would be how old? And then Google if they was born in January 79, they would be how old?
Okay, we're both 44. Oh, you're
I'm
not yet. Not
43.
yet.
I'm
Yeah,
about to be.
you're about to be 44. But all it means is I'm 8 months older than you in the end. That's it. That's what it's. Yeah, Herb, you're right. It's a matrix, bro.
Hey, shit, get you to question your reality.
Stoned is the way of the walk, homie. Uh,
Oh shit, I didn't forgot I didn't had you on the solo thing, man. You been rocking.
yeah, I've been on. Yeah, I was wondering why I was up there, but yeah. So yeah, it's still you. The way it sounds is like uh, yeah, it sounds like that man. I don't know how you just confused me that hard, but you did, bro.
That was funny. No, because it's still listen. I could do it again. We were born in the same year.
Yeah.
I'm turning 44.
Yes.
You're turning 45 in 2024.
Okay, and you're turning 45 in 2024.
Okay, now that just made sense.
Yeah, I think we figured it out, bro.
I think that right there figured it out.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Yeah, so I'm glad that was something probably damn my nephew could have figured out, bro. We sitting there struggling, we struggling, bro. Hey man, I appreciate you having me up here, man. I wasn't planning on doing no lives or doing anything tonight, but man, when Dirty invites you up, you gotta come up, bro.
Hey man, I promise you, man. Like I took a break from lives and stopped really just making content altogether, and I finally got monetized. And
Good,
so
man.
so it's like everything I put in motion, I had to do something about it.
Yeah,
So, but
brother.
the good thing about my lives though is they could be big or they could be small. But I appreciate everybody that come in that thing because this channel is a work in progress. There's been up times and down times.
Yeah, man. You know, it's gonna be that way, and you're bro, you're up there though. You know what I mean? 10K, bro. Uh, I never thought I'd be at eight. I never thought I'd make 8,000, get 8,000 subs, bro. Yeah, you're right, Black Money. I can't disagree with you, homie. I can't disagree with you, brother. Uh,
And
but
you didn't
yeah,
even
man.
smoke.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But bro, yeah, you just got it's growing, man. I learned something, man. I learn every day, bro. Uh, I try not to have no beef with nobody, but like I said, I've been having a mo that's went after me, and I'm pretty passive, man. You know that. You know how I am, bro.
Well, what you call him a mole and not a troll?
He's just a mo, bro. I try to just keep the lingo down on YouTube. Sometimes it works. Some people can say it on YouTube, and some people can't, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A mole. So that means just he
First
goes
name Mo,
underground.
last name Lester.
Oh, a mole, like his name Mo. I thought you were talking about a
No,
mole,
it's
like
not his name, but it's, in my opinion, his first name is Mo and his last name is Lester.
oh Mo. I'm so slow. Damn. Shit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. He's the one that got on there and ratted on Jay, bro.
Really? Oh wait, the one that made the video and tried to say the bullshit that wasn't
Yeah,
true.
yeah, 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 yeah. He
That
was
guy,
ratting everybody out, bro. Then tried to rat me out.
man. Hey, listen. He made that fake video on Jay. And what you know, like two people really made videos believing that shit.
That's some bullshit, man. If you could take and if you knew this cat, bro, he's psychotic as hell, dude. Oh man, he's straight psychotic, dog. It's it. Like he'll get the he'll do a clickbait. He'll do a clickbait title on his thing. It says like I went to jail, right? And didn't go to jail or nothing like that. So automatically there's gonna be 30, 40 people tuning in, right? And
Yeah.
then it's all about Yeah, there's no paperwork on it, but when a guy says something like that, bro, it's his mind's somewhere like that. I don't care if he was on meth or not. It don't matter. I've been spun out on that shit enough to know that thoughts never crossed my mind. CP, as in child.
Hey, where you see that? Somebody said, "Is there paperwork?"
No, there is no paperwork. It's just his word.
Oh no, I'm seeing you
Word.
seeing you seeing the comments before me.
Yeah, I'm watching them. I always watch. I keep an eye on the comments. Uh, yeah, he's definitely a J cat, bro. He's he did, and he did rat. He ratted on his co-defendant in his case, right? He actually, man, he comes from a prominent family. This guy does, right? In Roanoke or Richmond, Virginia, around Richmond, Salem, those places. His mother owns a jewelry store. His dad's a pharmacist. He comes from generational wealth, right? He's never worked a day in his life. But when he went to prison, he did testify on his co-defendant. There is paperwork on that. Uh, he did what he come on YouTube and said what he said about Jay, and then about Lance being in the middle of it, and then the next day it was he was he spoke some truth about me, right? About the things, some of the things that I like to do, but he embellished it, bro. You know what I mean? Uh,
So did he make the whole video about you?
oh, bro, he's been every day, man. I've been poking at him though hard, man. I've been poking real hard, and it's really hurting his feelings, man. He's in his feels, man. But I done buried him 2 days and 3 days in a row or so, bro. I'm talking about I buried this motherfucker from I put him 6 foot down, bro, for real.
Damn.
He's not very intelligent to come with any kind of comebacks. So the first thing somebody's gonna do okay, so I'm a fat dude, right? And people, that's the first thing they hit you with. Like I didn't know I was fat, okay? You have a lot of old. That's what, hey, bro. That black money. That's what he is. He's a spoiled. He's a spoiled private school former heroin addict. That had an actor NSX at the age of 17. You know what I mean? And got caught up when his homeboy overdosed and
Damn. He
then he
died.
ratted on his co-defendant. Yeah,
Damn.
and then but but what I can't figure out is why he got okay. He was in the federal prisons, right? And
Does
I
he
don't
have a
know why
channel?
they put him in with the most, bro. He was in with the
I've
PDF
done
files. They had him with them.
So how did he even get off the ground with a YouTube channel? I would have thought
Okay,
y'all
here's
would have.
how it happened. You ever seen that movie Dope or that show or heard of it? Dope Sick.
Dope sick? No.
Yeah, it's a huge net or a Hulu show. It's huge, right?
Dope sick.
Yeah, have Michael Keaton in it, a couple other people, right? Well,
Right.
part of that movie or part of that show is based on him, okay? Because
For
that
real?
movie,
Real life?
well, yeah, because that series is based off of the book, right? His name's all mentioned in the book, this and that, about 60 pages.
This Chomo? I mean Mo
Yeah,
Cho Mo.
yeah, his name's Spencer, the Dope Sick Show. But anyway,
So he really got a movie named after. I mean, made after
no,
him.
he's the part of his stories in that series.
Wow.
Okay. But in the book, which is a New York Times bestseller, his actual name's in there, and there's a bunch about him in there, right? But uh, if you Google his name, bro, you, it's he comes from prominence, and here's how he made it on YouTube, right? So as soon as that show come out, right, Dope Sick, he started a channel and called it the Dope Sick Show. So and started telling prison stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he which was really a smart move. I'll give him that. Because there was a lot of people on YouTube hitting Dope Sick, right? Or the Dope Sick show. They were probably just, generalizing the phrase in whatever they were typing in, right?
Yeah.
Uh, uh, yeah, Black Money's making a lot of good points. But yeah, he done that right when that show was starting to come out and hit hard, and he called it the Dope Sick Show, and I think that garnered him a lot of views to start off with, But after he come out, he was on my live, right? I didn't know all this shit about him, okay? I didn't know if he would have never went on lives, he would still be he would have. Let me tell you, he mentioned me in one of his videos, right? Said he liked my stuff, this and that, right? So
Yeah.
he was cool, and he was cool with time. He talked to me and Rick. We didn't know nothing about the dude, bro, right? We just, he's another YouTuber. You talk to him, right? You don't just automatically go. We're not in prison. You don't go hunting down paperwork, but when you meet a YouTuber, right? I don't,
Yeah.
unless it's somebody that's sus. But anyway, uh, he but so one night he come in my chat, right, and he had about 9,000 subs, and I said, man, Spencer, come on, jump on, right? And he come on, and it was a totally different person than what those videos he made were, right?
That wasn't the
Okay.
dude that was showing his wheelie, was it?
No, bro. No. But it wouldn't have surprised me if he would have now. But he come on there spun out, bro. And usually he made these really family oriented kind of not family, but he made them very proper. And he didn't cuss in them and stuff like that. And he gained a lot of subs, man. He gained like 9,000 subs in like 4 months, and he was doing good view wise and stuff. But then he started doing these. He got on my live, bro, and he must have got high off of that live. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people do that. There's a dude who was on your thing the other night, man. He hops on lives and just sits and stares, bro, and acts weird.
Which one? Not the one that was shooting
We know who I'm talking about.
the
CV
hat
420 was on here.
with the hat to the back? Or no, you're talking about the
Yeah,
Unabomber.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, Greg.
Yeah.
I had to block him, bro. I mean, I'll say what's up if he says what's up, but I had to block him, bro. I was having like a little memorial for VPS's nephew, and he said, "What is this, a pity party?" I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, bro." But anyway, back to old dude Spencer. He jumped on my live. He jumped. So after my live, bro, he started every live he ran across. He would jump up on the panel, right? And all he does is he is so repetitive, bro. Uh, you would just have to. He's so ridiculous. It's almost funny to watch. But Joey Fetters, him and Fortune Thought, they were there and they were having a conversation about somebody having cancer, bro. A serious conversation, right?
Damn.
Uh, and he jumped in there talking about somebody's asshole falling out, right? A prolapsed butthole in the middle of all this shit, right? And telling everybody to stay black and this and that and the weird shit. And he thinks he's funny, but right now it's hilarious to watch because he's crashing out. And he's getting like 30 some people in his lives, and they're all there. And he's got about 3 or 4 of them to gas him up, right, to get him going, that he thinks are his friends, and they get him going, bro. And then he's almost off his rocker, bro. He really is. He said in the middle of the day he paid somebody $1,200 to hang out with him for 3 days.
Wow.
Fucking weirdo, bro.
Straight up.
He's nuts. I got me but look, I got me some. I I ain't gonna lie to you. I got me some operatives over there at work too. So
So what?
we're battling it out right now. I've got me some operatives over there. I got me some.
What?
Yeah, they're helping him crash out. So
They on a covert mission?
yeah, yeah. He don't even know it, bro.
Oh, shit.
He don't even
Oh
know it.
man.
Look, he claimed he was making five. Yeah, that meth will do it, bro. I'm telling you. And he was now he's done turned into an alcoholic. But he and I'm not judging him by the drugs at all, bro. Because you know I like drugs. I like my prescription drugs that I get. I don't. I've been off the other hard ass shit. Street stuff is what I'm saying for years. But
I
uh,
love my
yeah,
prescription.
I like to get high, bro. Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't lie about that shit. I hate when somebody acts like they don't like if they get high and sometimes people have to. I don't have to act like I don't like to. My daughter's grown. She's at Wake Forest University doing her thing. I'm I live. My girlfriend died. It's the 19th of this month. It'll be 2 years. Uh,
Was you
I'm
on YouTube? Was you on YouTube when that happened?
No, bro. I got on YouTube May of last year.
Oh my god! I remember coming on one of your lives, and you had somebody in there, and he was a habitual liar. And it
It,
pained me
it
to
was
be on that.
probably him.
He said first lie he told was that he said, I remember what, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something so you can remember who he was. It might have been him. He was like, yeah, man, fucking Big Weavy been on here forever, man. It was like since fucking 2018. And you already know me, I've been here from the beginning. So I
Yeah.
wanted to say something so bad, like, bro, Weavy came around last year, bro. But you just putting like you guys just been around that long. That was
Yeah.
lie number one. Then he tried to say that Chuckawalla was a female prison in California.
Okay, this might not be him, but I'm trying to figure out which Goofy you talking about.
Yeah, he tried to say Chuckawalla was a female prison. He told like four lies in that live. I was like, damn.
Hey, Black Money, salute, man, to your son. Good deal. Uh, I assume he had a good dad, man. A father, man. I wish, I'm glad I didn't have my father in my life. Because I would have turned out a horrible, horrible mess, worse than what I am, right? But, but I would have liked to have had a good father. A man in a child's life, a good man is so important, and that's a big problem in this country, bro.
Talk
Big
that shit,
problem.
will you? Talk that shit.
It's true, bro. Especially like when they introduced crack into the black community, man. And that gave that helped split up households. That
It helps
you know
separate.
what I like to think of a good father as the what was his name off of Good Times? JJ's dad. That's one of my favorite shows, bro.
Oh,
But
Earl.
that was a good dad, man. You know what I mean? I know it's fake, but that was a good dad, bro.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
you on
you're
that.
right, Black Money. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, you might have been talking about Dub, bro.
James.
But uh,
Hey, let me switch it up because I'm about to bring it to a close. Do you see the option to share the live? Like, because I'm trying to figure out, do you got to have the upgrade to be able to do that? Because I used to be able to share, like, used to be able to pull up to your live and
yeah,
share it to my subscribers.
yeah.
Can you see that on yours?
I've never tried it. I've never messed with it. And here's one reason why, right? Because some people was having copyright issues with YouTube over it, even though both parties agreed and didn't care, right?
So what was happening is that if you decide we go live together, or you leave or whatever, First of all, I'm the one that has the power to end the lie. So the
Yeah,
second thing is that if you go and I'm playing music and all the type of shit, and I get a copyright, you're gonna get double bang too because you was sharing. So I see what you're saying on that aspect.
yeah, yeah. So that's why I never messed with it, man. I didn't care if somebody shared my live out, though. You know what I mean? It's cool for both of us just to do that. But
But the
uh,
thing is, if you're gonna be on the live and you have an agreement,
mhm.
then shit, man. If you know the person that you're dealing with and they on some solid shit, man, share that shit out. Get them
Yeah,
hours.
definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that. But
Because guess what? Guess what? If anybody donates money in that live to you, it go to you.
yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Definitely. Black Money, man. You're a smart dude, bro. Uh, this is the first time I've ever run across him. But uh, but yeah,
Hey,
and I
I'm
know
gonna say,
Earl's smart. But
I'm gonna
yeah,
say,
go ahead.
Black Money
Yeah,
is the person when I had less than 1,000 subscribers. I'm
yeah,
talking about like 700, 800, and then I finally passed 1,000.
yeah.
He was there. And so I remember I told you the story. I think I told you I had like 12, 1,300 subscribers. Like I've been past the point where I can start getting monetized and I had no idea. Nobody told me. And Black
Damn,
Money,
man.
he's the one that told me like, why you ain't getting paid off of YouTube? You got more than enough subscribers. What you got going on? And he helped me figure out how to get paid from YouTube.
That's dope, man. That's a good supporter right there.
And that
Yeah,
was in
mad respect to him, man.
2019.
Hey, yeah, you talking about Rockefeller laws? I know. My one of our politicians here in West Virginia is Jay Rockefeller, John Rockefeller's grandson. Uh, one of his sons was I know him. One of his sons, he's a junkie, right? Uh, uh, but you know he may have passed away. It's been a long time since I had spoke to him, right? But I was sitting there thinking one day I was looking at him. We was in a room getting high together. I said, I'm looking at one of the descendants of somebody that used to own the United States, basically. You know what I mean? It was weird.
Wait a
And
minute,
I'm sitting there doing drugs with him.
you were getting high with the senator? I mean, with the politician's son?
Yeah,
Damn.
Jay Rockefeller's son, bro.
Hey, well,
Hey,
look, man, it's been a pleasure having you on, man. And like I tell
hey,
everybody that comes on, man, you see me live, man, hit the button because sometimes it might have my channel might have a different look. Sometimes you might have to just, watch because it might be a different type of crowd. But if that motherfucker floor is open, then
yeah,
you welcome to come on anytime and do Big Weavy because look, man, I had you on Front Street for at least like 20 minutes and you didn't sweat.
yeah,
So
bro.
so that's what's up, man. And congratulations on hitting 8K too, for real.
Yeah, yeah, man. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you having me up here, Dirty. It's always a good conversation with you, bro. I always appreciate you mentioning me. I've heard you mention me before. Hey man, I hear you talk about my sign that I usually have hanging up, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to have one of them, bro?
Hell
With your
yeah.
own logo?
Hell yeah.
I can have one of my I can have one of my well I can have my homeboy 3D printed for you, bro. I'll get you hooked up. You don't have to pay nothing for it.
Oh man, shit. I'm gonna have that. You about to inspire me to get my studio back cracking.
Bro,
Gonna
it
have it
adds a
ready.
little something to it, man. You know what I mean? I like it. I got man, my shit's gonna be dope upstairs. Uh
That's right.
I already got the desk. I finished building the desk earlier today up there. I got to sub up to Black Money when I get done here, man. I really like that. I
Hey,
like his talk.
did you know that Black Money is in Virginia? Did you know that?
Yeah, see, when he heard, so I think Herb told him I was from, or when DVS said Virginia, because he always just, a lot of people say once like wait, if you say you're from West Virginia, a lot of people don't know it's two different states. I swear they don't.
Huh.
That's the
Straight
truth.
up. Now you, hey, well, if they watching this, you educated us earlier, so we got to figure it out now for sure.
Yeah,
Not
man.
call me Virginia. I am West Virginia.
Yeah,
Period.
bro. Which hey, I'm down with the Virginians too, bro. You know what I mean? I got a lot of family that live there. I got I've been locked up there, and I got treated a lot better there. I ain't gonna lie to you either, bro. I will not lie about that. Uh, I got family that live in Fredericksburg, Virginia. You know,
That's why I
right near
said, man.
DC.
That's what that shit reminded me of this picnic that we just had, where the two biggest neighborhoods in Sacramento played against each other for the
Yeah,
first time in 30 plus years. Like that was Sacramento history. So I think about what it'd be like for West Virginia and Virginia to come together. That'd be like just erasing all everything that happened before, tracing back to before y'all was born and coming anew. Like, does that
yeah.
happen?
Well, yeah. I guess you could say that.
Well, it's gonna happen now because you met Black Money, and that's a
Hey,
solid guy right there.
hey,
That's a
he
solid.
seems like a solid guy, bro. He's dropping knowledge, man. I didn't know Cali used to be part of Virginia.
You said who?
Cali used to be part of Virginia.
California?
Yeah, I guess in some. I don't. I'm assuming that they had some part of the ownership of the state or whatever. I
Oh
don't know.
shit!
I'm speculating. I'm gonna have to look this up.
I'm about to end this live and look it up because I'm
Me too,
just
man. I love
hey,
knowledge, bro. I love somebody to spit knowledge with me, man. I love it because I don't have a whole lot to spit, but I like to hear it.
for sure. And you ain't changed from one bit. Like you've been consistent, and that's what's required in this motherfucker. Because people don't know who they dealing with half the time. But when you get somebody that's consistent, you know
Yeah,
what to expect, you know how they rock, and you know
yeah,
what they expect. Consistency for real.
yeah,
So
bro.
I appreciate that, man. And third, I want to see the fact. All right, send us to my number, Black Money. All right, Weavy, man. Anytime, man. Come through.
All right, brother. Yeah, man. Same thing for on mine, man. You know, you're always welcome at any given time, man. Day, night, whatever. You know me, I'm a nighttime person. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
hell yeah, you got me wanting to go do a live now. So
Shit, do your thing, man. I'll probably be
yeah,
in the comments or something. I might even pull up, man. I gotta eat it.
man.
I
You
got
do
I got a
whatever you can
foreman
do
grill.
whatever you want, man. You say hi, you can jump up, you can do whatever you want, bro. Just
I got a foreman grill. And
uh,
while we was talking, I was just like, I went shopping today, so I got these tortillas. I'm gonna
mm,
take the tortilla, put the cheese in it, a little sour cream salsa, and put it on the foreman grill. Real
oh, bro.
quesadilla good.
Let me tell you what I got right now. Cracker Barrel's got this chicken, right?
Uh huh.
It's they call it Southern fried chicken, right? But it's boneless, but it tastes like it's on the bone still, bro. And it's these thick.
Oh shit!
It tastes like chicken on the bone still. Cause there's a difference, man. They're honest, there's a huge difference. But it
Wow.
still tastes like chicken on the bone. And I got a couple pieces of sourdough bread with it, bro, grilled
Yeah.
perfectly. So I'm getting ready to here in a little bit go get in on that. But uh,
Oh, that sound hella good. You beat me. Like you made that shit sound hella good.
oh man, I
Like
like.
fried chicken with no bones, but it still
Oh,
tastes
bro.
like fried
If
chicken.
you, I don't know if you got any Cracker Barrels around you or not, but
No, we this shit we do. I'm about to be. But I never ate. I ate at one in I ate a Cracker Barrel in like South Carolina or something like that. But I
yeah,
never ate one out at the one out here. There's one out here.
man, whenever you get the chance, whatever, if you ever get the chance, try it, man. And you'll thank me afterwards.
What you mean? I'm about to look at the DoorDash menu right when we hang up.
Hey, bro, yeah, do it. It's good. Okay, cool deal, Black Money, man. I appreciate you, bro, and I'm gonna sub up to you when I get off here. All right.
All right, y'all, man. Salute.
Yeah, man. Hey, Dirt, salute, bro. Thank you, man. Thanks for the awesome conversation.
It's all
Chat,
good,
man.
man.
Much love, dog. Much love, dog. Yo, you guys, anybody that's in the chat, you're more than welcome to come over and hang out at Weavy's house or whatever, man. We don't, we usually don't have an agenda. We just roll with whatever it's we roll with whatever we start talking about, man.
For sure, for sure. All right,
But
man. Have a good one. 30.
all right,
Go.
brother. Have a
Hey,
good one.
don't go nowhere though. 'Cause I'm about to be the place to send that thing.